is a community of learners situated within a network of historical contemporary relationships with Native American tribes, communities, parents, students, and alumni. It is also in close proximity to an urban Native American community in Chicago and near several tribes in the Midwest. The Northwestern campus sits on the traditional homelands of the people of the Council of Three Fires, the Ojibwe, Potawatomi, and Odawa, as well as the Menominee, Miami, and Ho-Chunk nations. It was also a site of trade, travel, gathering, and healing for more than a dozen other Native tribes, and is still home to over 100,000 tribal members in the state of Illinois. It is within Northwestern's responsibility as an academic institution to disseminate knowledge about Native peoples and the institution's history with them. Consistent with a university's commitment to diversity and inclusion, Northwestern works towards building relationships with Native American communities through academic pursuits, partnerships, historical recognitions, community service, and enrollment efforts. Good morning, I am Sienna Hope Reeves. To the honored guests, faculty, proud parents, family, friends, and most importantly, the esteemed Northwestern Medill Integrated Marketing Communications Class of 2023. Welcome. It is with immense joy and gratitude that I welcome each and every one of you. While this ceremony marks the last time we will all share the same space, the memories we've created together over the past 15 months will last a lifetime. While the ceremony for this day is a very, very great day of reward, a day of mighty, mighty celebration, so let's enjoy this momentous occasion. The next voice you will hear is Dominica Herrera, introducing Dean Charles Whitaker. Thank you, and again, welcome.
Good morning, Dean, faculty, fellow graduates, and families. My name is Dominica Herrera, and I am honored to be here and recognize each one of you for playing an essential role in our Medill IMC journey. Today, I am pleased to introduce a distinguished leader who, besides his high value for morale and integrity, loves interacting with students and ensures they have a wonderful learning experience. Dean Charles Whitaker holds both his bachelor's and master's degrees from Medill. He's currently pursuing a doctorate in human development and social policy at Northwestern. In addition, he holds numerous teaching honors, and Dean Whitaker co-authored magazine writing and co-edited Curating Culture, showcasing his expertise for journalism and cultural analysis. Thanks to his vision and support, Medill is now thought a leader in local news, customer and audience engagement, and the integration of artificial intelligence in media. Please join me in welcoming Dean Charles Whitaker.
Thank you, Dominica, for that lovely introduction. You make me sound like an important person. I appreciate that. Good morning, and congratulations to the class of Medill IMC class of 2023. We can applaud for that. This is your moment. You have made it. After months and years, in the case of our IMC professional students, of sometimes grueling work, you've reached this wonderful milestone. Now, I know you've worked hard because I saw many of you in the corridors while you were studying, and you had that glazed look of people who've been spending all-nighters here. And IMC professional students, I had the great pleasure of meeting with and speaking with you on a couple of your week-long immersive experiences, so I'm well aware of the challenges and triumphs that you endured during your time with us as well. But as they say, that which does not kill us makes us stronger. And what I've heard from so many of you is that you're emerging from the rigors of this program stronger, wiser, and more confident than you ever imagined you'd be. You not only have a greater understanding of the principles of IMC and its focus on data-driven consumer and audience insight, what I hope you emerge with is a greater understanding of yourselves and your capacity to adapt and learn and lead. Our expectation for you is not merely that you'll be foot soldiers in the IMC brigade when you leave here, but that you'll continue to change and shape the industries you serve, and that you'll be the next generation of leaders. Individuals like our speaker today, Jose Costa, who's a shining example of the ways in which the imprint of this education will mark and guide your careers for years to come. I want to thank each and every one of you for having the faith to invest in us and in yourselves by pouring yourselves into this educational experience, whether it was over the past 15 months or, as is the case with our IMC Pro students, the past several years. Of course, none of you were on this journey alone. As the African proverb says, it takes a village to raise a child, and I'm sure you realize that it takes something of a village to get you through the IMC program, as demanding as it is. So, let's pay tribute to some of the villagers who've helped you get to this point. I'd like to start by asking our graduates to indulge me for a moment and stand and give a hand, look around to those parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, guardians, partners, spouses, siblings, and children who helped support and sacrifice to give you this opportunity. Stand up and see if you can find people. As dean, I, of course, have my own village to help me keep Medill running, and I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the amazing colleagues that I have the pleasure of working alongside, starting with our tremendous and talented and dedicated group of administrators led by Associate Dean Vijay Viswanathan, along with our program leaders, Jacqueline Babb, Director of the Full-Time Program, and Danielle Robinson-Bell, Director of the IMC Professional Program. Then there's our academic advising team, and I like to tell people, I say this all the time, that Medill has the best group of academic advisors in all of higher education, led by Associate Dean Dorina Aguilar Rasmussen, along with Director of Academic Advising and Administration Hope Wallace, and Associate Director of Advising Akia Porter. As many of you know, they are vital to helping students get through this program. Finally, I also have the great good fortune of working along some of the finest minds in marketing, business, and strategic communications, individuals who are incredibly dedicated to crafting our curriculum and guiding our students. They are amazing scholars, fantastic teachers, and indefatigable lifelong mentors, as many of you will find when you're out and about in the world. And I'd like to ask our faculty to stand. Get up, folks. And students, like you students, I am so appreciative of all that they do for Medill, for you, and for me personally. Now, at each graduation ceremony, I like to remind people that there's a reason that this exercise is referred to as commencement. It's because this is not an ending, it's a beginning of your postgraduate life. I also like to emphasize that this is not the end of your relationship with the Medill. This is the beginning of your new relationship with this institution. You join an elite club of 18,000 alumni dispersed around the world who call themselves Medillians. And I promise you that for the rest of your life and career, the Medill stamp will be a badge that helps you gain entry through a number of portals. No matter what you do in life, whether you become a CMO or a brand manager, whether you work for an agency or a company, whether you apply the principles of IMC to some entirely new and heretofore unheard of field of endeavor, Medill IMC will be an important calling card. One other thing you'll learn as you're out in the world is that we do not release our grasp on you at graduation. We actually try to hold on pretty tightly for as long as we can, so don't be surprised when we reach out to you and tap you on the shoulder, asking you to help a young student or a recent graduate who's hoping to follow in your footsteps and help you lead them in the direction that you've taken. I want you to remember the help that you received from the people on this stage and pay it forward. That's what makes the Medill Network successful. It's the secret sauce that has made this institution great for more than 100 years. Congratulations again, class of 2023. It's been a pleasure having you amongst us. forward to hearing about all that you do when you're out in the world. So go forth and make us as proud of you, even more proud of you in the world as we are of you today. Thank you. And now it's my pleasure to invite to the podium Associate Dean Vijay Viswanathan.
Good morning. All right, that's great. Wonderful. Well, when I woke up early this morning, I thought it was raining. I thought, all right, here goes graduation. But the skies have opened up, and it's a beautiful day. Dear IMC students and graduating class of IMC 2023, I extend a heartfelt congratulations to you as you reach this momentous milestone. To our IMC full-time students, it feels like just yesterday when our journey began. 15 months ago in the MFC Forum, I shared the excitement of being at Medill, the birthplace of IMC. Since that moment, you have approached every assignment and project with remarkable spirit and sincerity, learning from our outstanding faculty, and helping leading brands find their way. Your dedication has undoubtedly shown through, and I commend you for your accomplishments. To our IMC professional students, where are you folks? All right, there you are, all right. Your commitment to the program and the delicate balance you maintain in your daily lives is truly admirable. I've been deeply moved by the notes of gratitude you have shared with us, illustrating how swiftly you have applied the concepts learned in the classroom in your professional spheres. Your ability to seamlessly integrate knowledge into practice is a testament to your dedication and capability. Today is not solely a celebration of academic achievements. It's a recognition of your preparedness to embrace the challenges that await you. In a world characterized by uncertainty, shocks, and perpetual change, success hinges on embracing innovation, nurturing a thirst for knowledge, and anticipating the needs and expectations of various stakeholders. While the prospect of such dynamic shifts may appear daunting to many, I am confident that this graduating class of IMC students is well prepared for the challenge. You have been steeped in the core principles of IMC, where change is but an opportunity to redefine how we connect with audiences, harness emergent technologies, and craft stories that build inclusive communities. The evolving world of marketing and communications eagerly awaits your skills, knowledge, creativity, and passion. I am sure you will seize the opportunities, navigate the challenges, and let your journey be a testament to the transformative power of adaptability and innovation that Dean Whitaker just spoke about. I know the IMC faculty will continue to support and watch over you as you reach for the stars. On behalf of the entire Medill faculty and staff, congratulations to you once again. It is now my honor to introduce the IMC full-time speaker, Ria Parab. Originally from California, Ria considers the Midwest her home away from home. She completed her undergraduate studies at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, where she graduated with a bachelor's dual degree in finance and information systems. During her time at Northwestern, she specialized in the brand, media, and data sequences, and spent time serving on the executive board of Medill's cost marketing initiative. Ria, welcome to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Vijay, for those inspiring words and for the warm introduction. And hello, everyone. It is an honor to be here today amongst distinguished faculty, staff, guests, and fellow classmates representing the full-time IMC class of 23. Some words that have been used to describe our cohort are ambitious, industrious, tenacious, and go-getters. I'd argue we are also known for our ability to make an entrance. Our faculty can probably attest that we made our voices heard and our presence felt on day one. And with their guidance, we have channeled that lively spirit into becoming better versions of ourselves and stronger marketers for the future. Class of 23, it has been a privilege to learn and grow alongside each of you. Starting tomorrow, we're all headed in different directions, each on our own unique path. But before we go, let's take a moment to remember the journey that we've shared together. Graduation isn't just a celebration of passing classes and balancing a heavy workload. It's about doing all of those things despite some of the curveballs thrown our way. In our diverse cohort, we have students who are parents raising children, students who navigated unexpected health challenges, and many who left the comforts of home to be here. We've faced obstacles, both big and small, and we've also celebrated successes. Some of us completed marathons, studied abroad for the first time, won case competitions, and all of us can say that we survived a Chicago winter. We made the choice to invest in ourselves, seeking a fresh start and getting one step closer to achieving our dreams. I've been inspired by so many of you, watching you discover your passions, share your ideas, and blossom beyond your comfort zones. As high achievers, many of us are biased towards forward thinking. That's probably how we ended up at Northwestern in the first place. But I just want us to take this moment to acknowledge the tremendous growth and resilience that each and every one of us has experienced in our own way. Of course, we could not have made it this far without the support of our loved ones and mentors. Many of them are here with us today or cheering us on from afar. I know my mom is here somewhere. There she is. She was the person who encouraged me to apply to IMC, even when I thought I had zero chance of getting in. There have been so many people along this journey who have and will continue to see the potential in us, even when we may not be able to see it in ourselves. So to our biggest supporters, we say a big thank you for your guidance and for your unwavering belief in us. We would not have made it here today without you. And to our esteemed faculty, we extend our deepest gratitude. Thank you for the many aha moments, both inside the classroom and beyond, that reminded us why we took this leap of faith, why we're here at Northwestern, and why the pursuit of knowledge is so powerful. As we embark on this next chapter, let us not forget why we started this journey. The purpose of an education is to become more aware of the world and our place in it. Our professors and Medill family have encouraged us to think critically, listen without judgment, challenge our own assumptions, and utilize our creativity to make people view things differently. We've learned how media shapes the way that we see ourselves and the world around us. As we move forward, let us remember the impact that we can have as marketers and the responsibility and opportunity that comes with that. I often reflect back to our very first week of classes, which doesn't seem like that long ago, and I specifically remember walking into Tony Poitamani's financial accounting lecture. I expected an hour-long discussion with charts and numbers, but instead, as some of you may remember, we were greeted with music. And we analyzed the lyrics to a song by Coldplay together. I'll admit I wasn't quite sure where that lesson was headed at first, but I recently looked back on my notes, and something that he said in class really stuck with me. He told us, time is the greatest equalizer, and what we choose to do with the time that we've been given is what differentiates us. I know those are some heavy words at 10 a.m., and I will admit that did send me into a mini spiral. I remember that, but I think that there's a lot of truth to that statement. Time is our most precious asset, and it has been an absolute gift to spend the last 15 months with all of you. As we step forward into the world, let's stay loud and proud about the things that matter. We have been equipped with the knowledge, skills, and experiences that Northwestern has provided us, and I have no doubt that no matter the challenges that lie ahead, we will rise to the occasion. So, to the class of 2023, congratulations, we made it. Let's continue to make our time count. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I would like to introduce our IMC Pro speaker, Laith Selah Leah Yahweh. He is the 2023 Medill Convocation speaker for IMC professional students. He was an IMC professional graduate student ambassador and is a manager of marketing analytics, performance, and insights, and a strategic analyst to the CMO of Gallagher, a global Chicago-based insurance brokerage. Come on up.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. So my name is Laith Selah Yahweh for the Arabs in the back. No, that's fine. That's the Arabic way to say it, so it's fine. Good morning. Thank you. I'm so honored to be here, nominated as the class speaker for IMC Professional for the class of 2023. I'm honored to be surrounded by so many friends, classmates, mentors, and faculty, and all of our family and friends who are here with us physically and in spirit. Today is a big step forward for us, and I think it makes sense to take a brief look back before we take that step forward. And I want to look back at 1977, which, before you sigh, I know that feels like a long time ago, but it's not too long ago. It's an important year for Medill, as it was the year that Don Schultz, the founder of the IMC framework, joined the Medill faculty. He would later go on to create the IMC framework that is the bedrock of this program and so many others like it around the country that followed suit. Without that, none of us would be here today, and we may not be talking about a thing called integrated marketing communications. Now, I had not been born yet in 1977, but another instrumental thing happened that year, which without I would not be in front of you today. That was the year that my grandfather, Nizal, a Syrian immigrant, began his cardiology fellowship right here in Chicago, the last leg of a 20-year educational journey. Now, I tell you that because his story and his example are what inspired me to believe in the power of education, and they are in part what drove me to apply to the IMC program, and I think they will inspire you too. Now, he was born in a small farming village in Syria that, as he tells it, was pre-industrial revolution. There were no cars, no electricity, and no plumbing. And that last part was a fact that my grandmother learned the hard way when she visited his village for the first time. But I'm not going to tell you that story, and she's upset that I just said that. He and his family lived a simple life, farming one plot of land to sustain themselves and another one to sell the goods of. Against all odds, his sister, who was a teacher, an uncommon profession for a woman from his village, put him through school and encouraged him to see education as an opportunity to lift himself and his family out of the circumstances they were born into and quite literally change the trajectory of the generations to come. He did so against immense obstacles, with everything working against him, and still achieved at the highest level and found himself here in the land of opportunity. He lived the American dream through the power of education and hard work, and it's the reason I'm here today, and I have a feeling that there are a lot of stories out there that are the reasons that we're all here today, just like that. Now, I was reminded of this story recently as I was reflecting on my own educational journey, which has culminated in the IMC program. The story that I just told you was one that I told in one of my application essays, hoping that I would get in 3 years ago, and I spoke to it as a driving force behind my appetite for higher learning and continued growth, values that I know we all share in this room. And I believed then, as I believe even more strongly now, that for anyone with a passion for integrated marketing communications and leadership, there is no better place for us to be than Medill. So while we are here today to celebrate all of our hard work, I encourage you to take a moment and reflect on the decisions that drove you to Medill, the trials and tribulations you overcame along the way, and remember them as you go forward and effect great and positive change in the world using everything we've learned at Medill, like I know you will. This is not an ending, it is a new beginning for all of us. Congratulations to the class of 2023, and I'm honored to welcome my classmate Maya to the stage. Thank you so much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honored faculty members, proud parents, and IMC class of 2023. I'm Maya Santos-Otomo from the IMC full-time program, and it's my great honor to introduce our keynote speaker for today, Jose Costa. Over the course of our IMC career, we are lucky to have had the chance to learn from and be inspired by exceptional people who are leaders in their fields. So as we sat in the audience envisioning our futures, these speakers set a tangible example of what we can actually achieve and strengthen our beliefs that with passion and a whole lot of hard work, our dreams are within our reach. Almost 20 years ago, Jose graduated from IMC and went on to be a standout in the field of business and marketing. He currently serves as the CEO of Whistle Express, but before that, Jose has held several leadership roles, including VP of Marketing, R&D, and Supply Chain at Burger King. He was also the president of Mako, where he brought the company's marketing efforts into the digital, social, and mobile worlds. He also served as CEO of Grand Vision and Chief Growth Officer of Bojangles Restaurant. His career serves as a strong example of the various paths to success that our alumni have taken and proves that there is no limit to what we will be able to achieve. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming Jose Costa.
Hello, everyone. It is my great pleasure to be back at my alma mater on your big day. My congratulations to the families and loved ones gathered here today, and most importantly, to all of you. What an incredible achievement. I am happy to be here today to share a little bit about my story and hopefully to inspire you as you write yours. My journey here began a generation ago when my father moved from Spain to Venezuela and eventually went to the University of Michigan in the 60s, where he earned a Master's of Science in Communications. He then went back to Venezuela and over time opened the largest marketing and advertising group in the entire country. I still remember walking in his office as a child. He had this huge poster in the entrance. It had a blue school of fish all swimming in one direction, and this little tiny fish swimming the opposite way. At the bottom of the poster, it read, "Resist the usual." I admire my dad so much, and at the time, I was content to follow his path. It was a solid, defined, and promised a good future. So my family agreed. Back in 2003, my sister and I would come to the US, study at the #1 program in marketing communications in the world, and then go back and take over the family business. If you're getting some Succession vibes at this point, I get it. But the truth is, my family lands somewhere closer to a scene of my big fat Greek wedding, where every decision is a family decision. Well, things didn't go according to plan. The most unexpected turn came in meeting a classmate that would eventually become my wife. This is not your typical guy meets girl story when the guy is enrolled in the program with his sister and the girl thinks that I'm dating my sister. So layer on the cultural differences that might arise from a guy that grew up in Venezuela in a 6 million people city and a girl that grew up in a small rural town in Alabama of 4,000 people. At a first glance, the only thing we had in common was a thick accent. But 20 years and 3 children later, we have found such beauty in being students of one another, of our cultures, of our histories, our stories, and our perspectives. As inside marketers, marriage and parenting have proven to be a rich ground and a journey for continuous discovery. So there I was, the orange fish, resisting the usual, not returning home to the family business, but instead carving out my own path here in the US. Over time, my career took me places I could have never imagined, across multiple industries and multiple leadership opportunities. I learned from marketing and leadership giants like Scott Berggren and David Novak at Yum Brands. I experienced the gift of failure in a business venture in entrepreneurship. I also experienced firsthand the powerful machine of private equity under giants like 3G Capital at Burger King, Harvest Partners and Roar Capital at Driven Brands, and most recently Oak Tree Capital at Whistle Express. Even throughout that time, I got to experience 15 minutes of fame on Undercover Boss. And while doing all of this, I came to realize that we are all pursuing the same things: to work very hard and to provide a good future for our families. I also learned that I don't have a future in acting, and that's okay. Looking back at my first 25 years, I felt I had a solid foundation. But where my journey truly opened wide was here in my time at Northwestern. I learned how to think more broadly, how to ask the right questions, how to mine for deeper insight that cuts to the heart of consumer wants, needs, and desires. But most important of all, I learned how to connect the dots, to translate those insights into profitably grow brands. Tom Collinger was a legend for me. He never answered a single question every time I walked into his office. It was very frustrating at first. He would meet my challenge with the same answer: Jose, what do you think? So he was forcing me to think harder, to sit with my challenge longer, and ultimately to harness my own potential. And I love him so much. I owe a great deal to Medill, to my professors, and to my fellow classmates, as they all shaped my graduate education experience. As you prepare for your next steps, I encourage you to look back at the who, the what, and the why that brought you to this point, and consider how you may be able to pay it forward. Each of you sitting here has received one of life's most valuable gifts, an advanced education. Now it is up to each one of you to determine what you do with it. What will you do with your time, with your talent, and with your treasure? So let's start with time. I recently read an outstanding book, Stage Not Age, by Susan Golden. In this book, she explores that we are all living much longer lives. The average lifespan for all of us continues to grow. If you think of chapters, right now we're adding 15 to 20 more years to our lives. So what will that mean for the longevity of your career? What will that mean for how we go about making our impact? For me, it's pretty simple. Who you are today won't be the same in 5, in 10, or in 30 years. So we all need to accept the challenge to continue learning, evolving, and adapting. The decisions you make today on how you invest your time will determine the impact you have in the world. Talent. You all must have some if you're sitting here today. And as you look ahead, I hope you continue to not only climb the ladder of success, but also pull it up for those coming right behind you. When the opportunity arises, please be a mentor. There's a great organization called 100 Black Men that focuses on building relationships between African American youth and leaders in their community. The organization has a motto that I love. It says, "What they'll see is what they'll be." That is so true to me. In a time when Latinos only lead 20 companies in the Fortune 500, I feel a great responsibility to pay it forward and help those around me dream bigger, no matter where they came from. You don't need a corporate program or a nonprofit organization to plug into mentorship. Just open yourself to the people around you. Be a good listener. Share a cup of coffee. Share what you have learned along the way, because you never know the inspiration that you may be for someone. And finally, treasure. Treasure, it all depends how you define it. What are you aspiring to store up in your treasure house? 6 or 7-figure salaries, vacation homes, front row tickets to Taylor Swift? My hope is that your treasure is not what defines your joy, because there will always be someone that has more than you do. Real treasure and true fulfillment requires that you take the time to really listen to you. Where does your purpose come from? What drives you? What motivates you? What brings you inner and lasting joy? As you step into the world outside of these university walls, I encourage you to consider these 3 words: time, talent, and treasure. How you invest your life and the lives of others will ultimately determine your legacy. Your unique education here, the fusion of insight marketing and data-driven communications, offers you a very distinct advantage, an advantage an MBA cannot provide. What happens here next, it's only up to you, and I cannot wait to see what you do. Like me, there will be those moments where you're swimming upstream against the current, and I hope your path widens as mine did. Perhaps you too will resist the usual, and I encourage you to forge your own path and to dream really big, because it will be fun. Congratulations, guys.
Hello, everyone. I am Tafir Hamed, a graduating class of 2023 for the IMC program and Chief Marketing Officer for P33, here to announce our Teacher of the Year. Today, we come together to honor the graduating class of 2023 and an outstanding teacher and a genuine mentor. This individual's dedication to education extends far beyond the confines of the classroom, reaching across the oceans to the bustling streets of London. Here, she imparts knowledge to hundreds of students across various institutions and fosters confidence through her impactful leadership courses. Professor Dr. Candy Lee. She is our esteemed Teacher of the Year. She is our esteemed Teacher of the Year. She stands as a beacon of inspiration and fearless guide, leading students on a transformative journey of both knowledge and personal growth. Candy played a pivotal role in my life in propelling me towards my dream role. It all started one Sunday evening when, amidst the chaos of life, she gently reminded her students to articulate our dreams. And in the hustle and bustle, my aspirations had faded into the background. However, with Candy's encouragement, I pinned down Chief Marketing Officer. And remarkably, by the end of the quarter, under your guidance, Candy, a recruiter reached out offering my first Chief Marketing Officer role. Candy's nudges towards greatness weren't just about career advancement, they were about rediscovering and embracing one's dream. Again, please join me in expressing our heartfelt gratitude to our Teacher of the Year, a beacon of wisdom and compassion whose legacy will resonate in the hearts and minds of generations to come. We love you, Candy.
Good morning. My name is Jessie Lin. It is my distinct honor to present the 2023 IMC Full-Time Teacher of the Year Award. Please allow me to introduce Professor Chris Cahill. He's not just an expert in database marketing, but also a beacon of mentorship. In his data management class, he ensures that every student has the opportunity to excel, especially those who may not have a coding background. He demystifies the complexity of data preparation and turns what might be seen as daunting into a comprehensible task. With unwavering patience, he takes the time to teach from scratch, answer questions, and has helped us build a solid foundation for data-driven marketing. By imparting technical and strategic knowledge, he lays the groundwork for a generation of marketers who will navigate through the intersection of technology and strategy with confidence and proficiency. Let us express our deepest gratitude for his transformative teaching, and congratulations, Professor Chris Cahill.
Hello, IMC 23. Are you ready to cross the stage? Okay. So we will now present the degrees of Masters in Integrated Marketing Communication. Please hold your applause until everybody's had an opportunity to cross the stage.
Sienna Hope Reeves. Domenica Herrera Abreu. Ria Parab. Laith Salah Yayawi. Maya Santoso Utomo. Jiaxin Jessie Lin. Maria Alvarado. Tifer Gillespie Hamed. Isabel Antuna Pena. Fiorella Boldrini Villalobos. Mara Perez Tomayo Torres. Isabella Copello. Alicia Gutierrez Ramirez. Maria Jose Sanchez Masin. Laura Rodriguez Mateo. Joanna Carolina Rosas Reynoso. Jia Qi Kong. Shui Yao Zhou. Qiu Han Shen. Maxine Suen Dong. Yining Li. Xinran Shao. Ran Shen. Coco Lau. Justin Hung. Jianlu Liang. Lin Yun Gu. Simone Hafsa Khalil. Lin Yu Xiong. Arisha Rizwan. Hania Amina Ghazi. Pritika Manivel. Emily Tsai. Ya Chao. Claire Young. Jia Yi Chung. Xi Shen. Yi Chloe Xue. Si Na Cecilia Kwok. Serena Xinwei He Wang. Ariel Ying. Ying Swan Song. Ningshan Hu. Chao Wen Chen. Wei Wen Vincent Long. Roberto Carlos Torres Guevara. Priscilla Ashley Chandra. Mackenzie Elise Pratt. Ashley Chu. Nahyun Nancy Koo. Meghna Agarwal. Vaidehi Engineer. Maria Isabella Duarte. Jahan Andre Cannon. Aya Hawkins. Natalie Moon Myron. Henry Rogers. Jing Yi B. Kristen He. Z.E. Ivy Lee. Chloe Wong. Sining Pan. Xu Xuan Song. Margaret Ya-Ting Kuo. Zaiyu Emma Gao. Jungyan Shirley Sun. Lu Chi Liu. Yichen Jasmine Zhang. Michael C. Rice. Samantha Mackart. Kathleen Rose Winther. Emily Moreland. Amanda Megan Yeager. Marie Choi Barabee. Megan Gutchess. Morgan Goodwin Matthews. Jasmine Lopez. Talia Danielle Brown. Madeline Jane Fawcett. Kara Lynn Schaefer. Samantha Rachel Kaplan. Min J. Bay. Kristen Fox. Marco Arias Mata. Pooja Venkat. Christina Marie Aravian. Michael Robert Etzel. Paul B. Kim. Angel Joshua Martinez. Haley Robinson. Abigail Susan Crandall. Joanna Soa. Natalie Moorhead. Melissa Brady. Henry Yu. Chongyang Wu. Walter James Douglas. Nathan Canal. Yufei Irene Luo. Yi Chao Esther Zhao. Jianong Gina Wu. Jia Ying He. Pei Huang. Peiyu Lu. Ziho Jeffrey Ma. Juntao Huang. Amanda Jean Grassi. Priscilla McInerney. Sherry Yergis. Samantha Patashkin Scheinman. Charlotte Mary Graham. Tate Carmen Gardner. Mia Leah Rabin. Mary Margaret Doman. Shipra Sharma. Mahek Parekh. Heti Paresh Sutaria. Aditi Vijay Taude. Janya Makija. Malvika Kotari. Yutong Zhang. Si-Chi Wang. Xinru Zhu. Keshinju. Yichuan. Xuanzhong. Ria Jathi. Dwani Mehta. Kenny Desai.
Congratulations, IMC 23. I'd like to invite Maria Alvarado up to the stage for our closing remarks.
Good morning, everyone. We made it! Yay! My name is Maria Alvarado. I'm from Bogota, Colombia, and I will do our closing remarks and about ending chapters and embarking new beginnings. Today, we are closing a remarkable chapter in our lives. We are graduating, and our time as a Northwestern students at Medill School has come to an end. We have met so many people who help us become better professionals and hopefully better humans as well. Closing this chapter in the IMC program taught me 3 important lessons in my life. Number 1, embrace your authenticity and build trust with everyone around you. Number 2, build meaningful relationships and valuable connections. That's what matters the most. And number 3, think about your legacy. What do you want to be remembered for? What do you want to do for you, for your family, for your teams, for the world, for your community? Being a part of the IMC program has been an incredible and rewarding experience. My heartfelt gratitude goes to the faculty. Thank you, professors. Our exceptional professors, the dedicated staff, and our brightest classmates. I will be forever grateful for the amazing people that I met, but especially for those who became my friends. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us, especially from my parents who flew in from Colombia to be by my side. Papi, mami, gracias por estar aquí. So what is next? Now you are witnessing the next generation of leading marketers that will transform the brand, communities, and lives around the world. So let's celebrate new beginnings. I now invite you to please rise and join in singing the Northwestern alma mater. Stay at the seats until our academic parade and graduates have left the concert hall. Congratulations to the IMC class of 2023.